And so you're looking at the AeroGarden in-home garden system. Perhaps you're looking at it because you want to grow plants indoors all year round, and you'd like to do it in an environment where it's as least mess as possible. And we just wanted to give you a real quick overview of this particular AeroGarden and what it is that we like about it. And first, as you can see, it's fairly simple. It's fairly compact. This one, it's about 12 inches wide, and it goes up to about 24 inches tall. And as you can see, this particular garden, forgive the ring mess, there is the AeroGarden harvest mode with 6 pods, as you can see here. And it's energy efficient. It's got the LED grow lights, of course, soil free. And the pods that they send with this are non-GMO pre-seeded pods. And then, of course, you've got it automatically watering lights that turn on to let you know when to add water, as well as to remind you when to add plant food, which is beneficial because you want to follow those directions as well, which are right on this container. It tells you right on the back how much to add depending on the model that you have, how many pods that you have, how to start it, how often to water it. And then, of course, you've got your seed pod kit instructions along with your quick start setup guide. And then, of course, your starter pods, which you can use or not use. And then you've got your little caplets. These go on top of the pods, as you'll see when I put them in, that will just be there for starter purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, turn it on so you can see the light. So it's just a quick plug in, and the light will pop on here in a second. There it goes. And so what I want to show you, I'm going to get the box out of the way, and we'll get these out of the way so I can give you a little clearer picture. Slide this over. And you can see right away that the lights will tell you, that you need to add water, right? And here's the on-off button. Just touch it. There you go, turn it on. If you leave the button, it's programmed. This particular one is programmed for 15 hours on. And then your add plant food light is on and flashing. So once you add the water, that light will turn off. And so if you flip it around, you can see where this little cord plugs in. What's nice about it, it's got a little tab here because it's indented. You can grab onto and pull off. See that? And then, of course, your power cord. Okay. And then on the front, you'll see here is where you're going to pull it out to add your water. It's got a little fill to here line that you can see is clear. So that's where you're going to take it off, add water or food. Okay. And then on the back, show you as well, this little button that allows you to adjust the height of the light. As your plants grow, you're going to have to adjust the height. And it's got these preset little indentations that will lock it into place. Nice and locked, you just press it in, move it up or down. So you're going to start with it in its lowest position, okay? And so I'm going to move it up. I keep hitting this, and it turns off and on. Let's turn it on. Maybe I was hitting the front. So I'm going to show you that. Let's say that we've already added water. The water's up to its fill line, so we've got that taken care of. Then we just go ahead and we throw the pods in. And it doesn't really matter where you place them. Some people may put certain pods next to each other, depending on if it's basil or oregano or thyme or whatever it is. So you're going to have those pods. They just sit in there, nice and easy. And then you'll take your plastic lids, and those are going to go over top. And those are only going to stay on for as long as it takes for those seedlings to come up and just start touching the top of the pod. And then of the plastic cap, and that's at the point where you're going to take it off and then just let it go. And so depending on the type of plants that you have in here, you're going to follow the instructions as far as clipping and trimming, and then of course adjusting the height of the light. And so we like to look at these things. When we look at these things and when we're evaluating something, we like to evaluate it based off of currency for the value of the product, currency quality. And for the quality that this thing is you can see obviously it's made of plastic. It's got some electronics. It's got some nice little buttons, but it's compact. It sits off, whether you put it on the counter, you can see that it doesn't take up much space. Put it off back in the side somewhere. It's pretty well self-maintaining, pretty easy to look after. You know, it gives you all of the things that you need to do, whether it's adding water or adding plant food. And then all you are doing is adjusting the light up and down, maybe trimming some pods until it's time to harvest, and then start, you know, eating what it is that you put in here. And so the reason that we like it, again, is cost for quality, and also because of, you know, the ability to be able to grow our own food in home as a supplement. You know, this obviously isn't a full-fledged garden. Nobody's going to be, you know, eating for weeks on end with what's produced in here, but it's a nice supplement, and it's kind of cool to watch them grow and come along and enjoy the fruits of what it is that you put in there, or the vegetables of what you put in there. So that's our review, just our opinion that we like it, and if you decide to get it, we hope that you'll like it too.